The concept was to provide a place where people could grow their own food in an environmentally friendly way. So grow their own food, but at the same time respect the environment. And that's why we decided to make it organic.
Right.
And to not, and to be able to do so in an affordable way. And that's why, for year round, for $40, you have access to this plot of ground.
Right.
And you can do whatever you want, as long as you don't violate our organic gardening policy. The Society of Friends is very big on the environment. They, it's one of our testimonies, what we call testimonies. So it's sort of it's a part of, it's the way the community manifests its faith, is by looking out for the earth,
right.
Stewardship of the earth. And so it just was a natural progression from that, belief to, putting it into practice. It's just been the most awesome thing. Everybody gets one plot. The plots are 20 by 25 feet.
So this is one plot.
This is one plot, yes. Now, you can share plots. There's my garlic coming up. You plant garlic in October. It's my first time planting it. See?
Yeah.
So that'll come up in the summer. It'll be ready to harvest in July. It's cool. That's my first time seeing it. It's quite remarkable, the range of things people have been able to grow.
Yeah.
And some people, they devote part of their plot to flowers. We had a woman who participated, I forget the name of the program, but she participated in this program where you grow sunflowers, and then you count the number of bees that visit. And it was some national program where everybody counts the bees and then reports what they saw, and it's the way to track whether our bees are doing okay. So that's what she did.
Cool.
So people use their plots for different purposes. It makes it so fun.
Is there much interaction between the gardeners?
Not as much as you'd think. Everybody's here at different times. We have a number of people who come very, very early in the morning, and then we have a number of people who come after work in the evening. Families with small children, if the moms are home, may come in the middle of the day.
Yeah. So it's a pretty big mix of people who have gardened before and
then very new. Yeah, the very new and the very experienced. We're all here together. And I would place myself in the middle. You can get a pretty good crop.
Yeah.
You could definitely, with a plot this size, feed a family of 4, and then some.
Wow.
It's absolutely, for the summer, all fresh produce. Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. That's pretty amazing.
Absolutely, yeah, you'd be surprised. I'm very proud that my Quaker Meeting House undertook this. I'm so happy that the meeting did this. Because we couldn't have done it without the support of the meeting.
Right.
So the fact that everybody got behind this project,
yeah,
is just so gratifying and wonderful. And so that's I would say it's twofold. It's what I've learned as a gardener, and it's also been very gratifying to see my Quaker meetings put their beliefs into action. But what I love about gardening is, this is going to sound overly sentimental, my mother, who's 81, her childhood friend, Barbara Smithgall, died of cancer about, I'm going to say, 3 years ago. And my mom asked me to go with her to see her, 2 or 3 weeks before she passed. So we drove out. She had a house in the country. We drove out to see her. She'd been going through chemotherapy, so she didn't have any hair or anything.
Right.
But she was in pretty good spirits, even though she kind of knew the end was near. And when we left, she gave us a basket of irises that she had split up.
Wow.
And they create the most beautiful yellow blooms. And so my mom took some and I took some, and so that's what these are.
Oh my gosh.
Now this will be their third year. But when I see them bloom, I get so moved by this woman who in her last days still wanted to give the gift of gardening. And it's just, I love looking at them when they bloom because I say thank you, Barbara.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for these, wherever you are.